can't see this video. In fact, you can't even see this screen. You've never seen your friends and loved ones, you've never seen any of the world around you, and you've never even seen your own face. If you're an artist, you need to understand this. We don't see objects, we just see the light emitted and reflected by objects. When light hits an object, it bounces off and changes the wavelength of light, which is how we see colors. The light bounces into our eyes, imprints on our retinas, and enables us to observe the world around us. Think about it like echolocation, but with light. What enters your eyes is not your environment itself, rather a projection of it, an impression, a version produced by light. Lighting is literally everything. I've seen loads of art tutorials online that tell people to always paint shadows with cool colors, or to never use black in your shadows, or to always use the light source's complementary color as your shadow color. And while some of this advice might work in some cases, there's a misunderstanding among artists about how light works and what shadows are. Shadows are, putting it simply, the absence of light. Take the moon, for example. If we place the sun here, we only see half of a moon because the light from the sun is only bouncing from half of it into our eyes. The other half is invisible because the light doesn't collide with that part of the surface, and we can only see the light reflected off of objects. So, if shadows are the absence of light, then why are these shadows not black, like the moon's? Why can we see the other half of this ball? Radiosity is essentially the bouncing of light. Trees, grass, buildings, people, air, everything scatters and reflects light. When light bounces off of an object, it doesn't just bounce in one direction, it bounces in all directions. The same light bouncing off an object and hitting your eye also bounces off and hits other objects, illuminating them like a light source. And we can see the other side of this ball because it's placed in an environment that bounces light back at it. The reason that the shadows in this image are blue tinted has nothing to do with the color of the sun, but rather the color of the sky. That blue color is light scattered and reflected through the atmosphere and shining down on our subject here. In fact, you can see the color of the grass bouncing back and illuminating it from the bottom as well. Radiosity determines how things look almost more than the light source does. A really good demonstration of this is USC's Light Stage. It uses thousands of LEDs to project digital environments onto real, physical people, simulating the light conditions from a panoramic photo, linked down in the description. If you watch closely, the metal balls they're holding are actually textured by the light and display a reflection of the photograph itself. Part of being flexible as an artist is understanding how to paint anything in any lighting. There are no lighting colors that work for every painting. Sometimes shadows are black, sometimes shadows are warm, and sometimes they're not complementary colors. Instead of thinking about lights as points, try thinking about lights as reflections. If you take a look at this ball here, you can see that the highlight is actually a reflection of the window. In the end, there's not a lot of difference between the way matte and reflective surfaces are lit. All lighting is just the environment projected onto objects. It's your art, and you get to set up your lighting however you think is best, because in the end, the way you paint is a reflection of you. Hey guys, do you have any great lighting tips? Let me know down in the comments and hit that subscribe button for more great art videos like this one. See you next time.